What's good, boxing fans? This is Black Vengeance 28. Been, really, really busy as of late. I want to apologize to my subscribers. I haven't posted a video up in a little bit of coming up on a month. I want to talk. This is going to be my response video to the Martinez and Chavez Jr. face-off. I thought it was a very good face-off. Excuse me for that. I thought there was a very good face-off. I thought, Martinez showed, I think, what just about every professional boxer right now in the game today, the emotion and their opinions on what they believe Chavez Jr. is, and that is, a promotional tool. He made several references to his handlers and what they've been doing, protecting Chavez Jr. I believe, going back to that face-off, Chavez Jr. even, admitted himself that he's been protected. I think what a lot of people are failing to miss about this face-off, and when I'm looking on people's videos in response to this face-off, people are not understanding that there's a true disdain for Chavez Jr. And it's not because he's been protected, it's his attitude towards the sport. A lot of fighters, put it that way, have a tremendous respect for the sport, and especially the fighters who have to come from nothing and basically build themselves into a marketable name. Chavez Jr. has been living off his dad's fame, since he started, and how he's treated that name, that legacy, that banner of legacy, which he holds and waves before each fight, is and has been disrespectful. Skipping out on a urine test, or big examples of that, coming in disrespectfully 21, 22 pounds overweight to fight his opponents is disrespectful. And I think a lot of people are failing to see that, at this stage, Chavez Jr. has never fought anything like Sergio Martinez. And it doesn't necessarily mean Sergio Martinez's arsenal. It just means his pure athleticism. I don't see Chavez Jr. going past 10 rounds in this fight. Chavez Jr. always runs out of gas probably around the 4th, 5th round. He has horrible footwork, and I don't understand why these so-called boxing experts like the way that Chavez Jr. fights. He's a tall fighter. He should fight like a tall fighter. I don't know any fighter in the history, besides Paul Williams, who fought like he was crouched over and he was a smaller fighter. But then, with all due respect to Paul Williams and what he's going through now, aside from that, Paul Williams was starting to take a lot of devastating punishment from fighting in that style. Tall fighters should fight tall. I'm a big fan of Emmanuel Stewart's approach to training tall fighters. Jab, keep your distance, break your opponent down. Not sitting there trying to fight like you are Chavez Sr. or you are Mike Tyson, because smaller fighters get more of their leverage from staying closer to a taller opponent. A taller opponent gives up his power, his speed, his ability to see punches coming, from fighting like that. I don't understand a lot of how why it is that these so-called boxing experts are encouraging Chavez Jr. to fight in a style that's going to get him hurt against an opponent who has legitimate punching power, good timing, and is smart. I think a lot of people are also sleeping on Martinez's ability to break his opponents down. Okay, yeah, a lot of people said that Martinez didn't look good against Cesaric and Zvik, but for real, the dude the dude still knocked his opponent out. Okay, he put these dudes on the canvas, and he put them on the canvas from an accumulation of punishment. So yeah, he may not have looked spectacular, but let's be real, people. This man is going on. He's getting ready to hit into his 40s here, people. We can't expect him to fight. As like a 28-year-old, a 29-year-old, a 30-year, 32-year-old. This guy's gonna fight. He's gonna have. There's gonna be a night where he gets old in the ring, and I think that's what a lot of people need to understand. That's what the whole thing that Freddie Roach is counting on in this fight. Chavez Jr., even in that face-off, says something that to me was just so retarded. I'm sorry, it is. That boxing doesn't take intelligence. I mean, you gotta be one stupid dude to think that it doesn't take, that boxing isn't an art and a science. I mean, Sergio Martinez is guaranteeing that he's gonna knock this guy out. And I think Max Kellerman, he kind of alluded to it. He had never heard Martinez so sure of himself and so aggressive verbally towards an opponent. And I think that we're seeing that animosity is all coming out within the boxers boxing community. That this is what the feeling is and the consensus is about Chavez Jr. That this guy has been given the red carpet treatment. And he is not treating the boxing world, as it should be treated. It should be treated as if you work hard, you dedicate your life. I mean, this guy. I mean, did anybody see Chavez Jr.? I mean, in all these little pressers and all that, the guy looks fat. The guy blows up in weight. I mean, he doesn't even stay in shape between fights. There's no dedication there. There's only, I want to live off my dad's name and be a rock star. Well, there's plenty of rock stars that get knocked out and you never hear from them again. Never hear from them again. He needs to do his research. So I see this going down as a 10th round TKO stoppage. I'm gonna say stoppage because I believe that Freddie Roach and I don't believe Chavez Sr. will allow his son to take too much punishment. Just won't happen. Just won't happen. So let me know what you guys think. That's what I thought of the face-off. I liked the dialogue was really good, but I just really the age difference and the immaturity level of Chavez Jr. was very, very apparent during that segment. And I mean, to me, the kid has no marketability other than his last name. Let me know what you guys think. Peace and God bless. One.